Guys, I visited the Mall of Utrecht and so much more in this episode. Let's hang out.
So as I'm walking through the library, I'm realizing that it has been a long time since I read a really good book, so I need to pick up a reading again. This special library is a cozy place to hang out and relax, especially in the garden. I went to the market and got some kibbeling. That's a typical Dutch white fish, and I also got some fried calamari, octopus rings, so delicious, with ravigo sauce. And when I was buying vegetables, I also got some extra vegetables when I bought from the vegetable vendor, and I'm like, oh, I was so pleasantly surprised. And you see, when you bless others, they also bless you. So I was super thankful for that. Definitely a 10 out of 10. I decided to ride through Amsterdam Southeast. This part of Amsterdam is the ultimate spot where you can find all the tropical people. It's the Dutch Brixton. There's a heat wave in the Netherlands today. I feel like a marshmallow. It's the weather we've been hoping for all of these weeks. So let's not complain, let's enjoy and have some fun. Next stop was Beatrixpark. That's a park in the southern part of Amsterdam, near Rai, a conference center. It's in the heart of all the office buildings of Amsterdam's old Manhattan called Zuidas. Whilst walking, I saw a lot of art and little gardens around and plenty of space for children. I finally went to Jalys Jewels. That's a Surinamese jewelry brand. They make Surinamese jewelry with a modern twist, but also a link to all the traditional styles that they used to have in Suriname. The bracelet that I bought is one with 1.5 cents on it. 1.5 cents used to be the smallest coin that you had in Suriname. So the main thing about the message, if you have jewelry with 1.5 cents, is that you're trying to say, like, it doesn't matter what happens, I'm still going to stand. I'm still going to, move on. I can survive every challenge that comes my way. So that's the main message of that type of jewelry. I'm on my way to the train station. Not to hop on a train, but to take the bus. I went to Haarlem for a historical walk. Loads of interesting information was shared about the city, like how one of its mayors was the first director of Fort Elmina in Ghana, the rich textile history of Haarlem, links with Surinamese, Remembrance, and so much more.
My tour started at the archive of the province of North Holland. This city walk was part of a series of activities that was dedicated to Tula Day. Tula was one of the heroes during the time of transatlantic slavery in the Dutch Antilles, I think Curacao to be exact, that fought for the freedom of his people. I think you saw me pointing with the arrow. So that small street that you are seeing there is like a street where a female Moor used to live. In the past, they used to call black people Moors, and what they were saying that lady was in a pub and she was making sure everything was going right in the pub. So she was like one of the bodyguards. A bit of Brazilian history was also shared. I think you saw an animal like an alpaca. Well, we don't know for sure what type of animal it was, but it sure looked like a llama or some kind of species of that sort. And we also saw a painting of a plantation. That plantation was in Brazil. What they used to do in Europe is make beautiful paintings to get the investors here to invest in plantations in South America, Asia. The trips were so far, so the people were not actually going to go with a ship to the plantations where they kept, of course, the people that were put in slavery. No, what they would do is like make like glossy books. But they hadn't have glossy books at that time, but they sure did have paintings, make beautiful paintings to get investors on board. So in the next street, what the tour guide was showing us is Haarlem's textile history, and also telling us about how they used to bring textiles from Haarlem to Suriname, and they would trade with the Maroons by using these fabrics. I was hungry, so I grabbed myself some tasty gyozas. These are the vegetarian ones. I steamed them in the microwave, added some chili sauce, and I was good to go. So guys, it was plus 22 degrees in the Netherlands yesterday, and as you can see, it's raining now, which I feel is a blessing because it was just too hot. I also visited Hoog Catherine Mall in Utrecht. Whoa, this place has totally changed. It used to look like this, and now it looks like this. From the station through the mall outside, everything just looks like it got a total makeover. What you're seeing now is the side of the station, also totally new, like a boulevard with different types of shops. We're now in the Hoog Catherine Mall in Utrecht. It's not hard to find. It's like 1 minute from Utrecht Central station. This is the Lush. I always get super happy when I see that store. This is the Van Haren store, also a super known store in the Netherlands. This is the Zenos for everything creative, different, unique things that you can, place in your house, like an eye catcher. For those type of items, you go to the Zenos. These flowers are super beautiful. We have the teapots, the single teapots. These shoes were nice, but the price tag on them, no, I'm not thinking I'm going to do that. After walking around the mall, visiting multiple shops, we decided to have a bite
get some foods at Vapiano. This pasta was so delicious. And at the station you can get some free books, so I decided to get a book on Maori fairy tales. After that, I went to Amsterdam again. Have you spent some time in Utrecht? What is your fondest memory? Do you like the city? What do you like best about the city?